Hey YouTube, I know I just posted a video and there's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to say, some additional content if you will, and I completely forgot to even go through it. One of the things is obviously, you know, you guys just asked me a bunch of questions on last week's video for my Q&A, and then I wanted to get to those answers. Also, I wanted to talk about kind of maybe possibly something new that I was working on, just some art, wondering what you guys think about the art. And let's get to it. I don't know why I forgot. And as a special little you know, a little thingamajig for this video, what I'd like to do at the end is show you all the Dreamscape cards that I've got so far. So not just the ones that I just did the last few days, but I'm just going to show you all the ones that I've done so far. And I definitely appreciate, let's see, Brewery Gaming sending in some art already, and then Tim Tom Smash. Yes, I still have a cold. Tim Tom Smash also sent in some art as well, which is amazing. I cannot wait to get into some of these newer cards. I think I'm sitting at about, like I said, about 92 so far. So hopefully within the next couple days, I'll be able to get that 104, which is what I need, and you know, be able to hopefully get this out to you as soon as I possibly can. That way, the faster I can get this out, the faster you guys can get this for Christmas, and hopefully, you know, make it a gift for your brother, your sister, or even yourself. But it'd be fun. And also, I was one last thing before I start with the questions. The name for the waves collide. I think I keep calling it Kalash. I don't know why I keep saying Kalash as if that's two synonyms or syllables rather. It's actually not Kalash. It's supposed to be waves collide. But here we go. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, Complete Weirdo TCG, they ask, how busy are you on a daily basis, 1 through 100? I'm not sure how to take that question. Well, I work 4 days a week, so I work from Tuesday to Friday, and it's usually about 10 hours every single day, which makes up a 40-hour work week. I would have to say around 75 to 80. I'm always doing something. From ICCS Sunlord, have you ever played a Final Fantasy game? If so, which one was your favorite? I have. I've only played one. Oh no, I can't say that. I played Final Fantasy X. I never beat that one. I think I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII, which obviously everybody loves. But of all the Final Fantasy games that I've played, my favorite would have to be Final Fantasy Tactics. I love that game. Butterfingers asks, what is your least favorite TCG you've made? Ooh, least favorite I've made. Oh, that's probably the hardest question that's on this thing. The least favorite I've made, I would have to say the very first version of Tactical Legends. I made and printed a bunch of these cards. I put them in a binder. I was like, oh man, this is so awesome. And I never did anything. I never played it. I just put them in a binder and then I gave them to my brother. Miguel Thomas asks, what inspired you to work on board games and TCGs? What could you say influenced you? I think my biggest influence is probably Pokemon from back in the day, like way back in the day, probably 99 to 2000. Didn't have a lot of money growing up. I'd always take my dad's change and I would actually use it to go spend on Pokemon cards, but you know, obviously he's only got so much change, so me and my buddy would make our own game, and since then I've just been making games, like literally like either between the game that him and I were making to this like weird war game that I literally have like a stack of these like index cards, much like you guys have, of just nothing but games. This is from Brewery Gaming. What are your 3 most favorite cards from any of the card games you've ever created? They could be all from the same game or different games. It's all dependent on what you think. Oh my god, the 3 most favorite cards. Oh, here we go. So in Dreamscape, I've always kept this like character kind of moving around. His name's the Jackal, and he's always had this move where if you kill him, the person who kills him also dies. And I've always loved that because I thought that it would just be such a great defensive move. I don't know if there's my favorite 3 though. I'd have to come back to that. Let's see. Kiwi KJ asks, what has been the best experience you've had and the most scariest? Ooh, he even throws the ooh at the thing. Well, the most scariest is probably going to Iraq when I first got there. That was pretty intense. The best experience, I would have to say, was I think it's DreamScape, and I'm not trying to sound cliche. Like, when I started DreamScape and Monarch people brought up the idea, I really didn't think that people were going to be all in. It was just so awesome how not only just people that are from, you know, the TCG community came around and made this, but it was people from all over the world who decided to, you know, donate art to this amazing game. I mean, I couldn't thank you guys enough, and I think that's been the best part about this thing so far. Clash Cards TCG asks, do you play Magic the Gathering? No, I do not. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't like playing games that I have to continuously pay for or look for that new, you know, that new card. I don't know, that's never really interested me. I mean, Pokemon was probably the closest where it comes to collectible card game. Blue Dragon asks, what is your favorite part of making cards, and where do you get your ideas for cards? My favorite part about making cards, it just depends. Obviously, a lot of the different games that I make are inspired by random things. So Quest for the Lost Pixel, I still play a lot of roguelike games, and I love the randomization of roguelike games where nothing ever stays the same. And I always thought that that would be pretty cool to bring to a board game. So you know, lo and behold, that's what I did. DreamScape, I thought that would just be a really good idea. Obviously, that all kind of came together within all you guys and stuff like that. But for the ideas for the cards, I would say most of the time, especially for DreamScape, it's the picture that gives me the idea for the card ability and attacks and stuff like that. Indigo Traveler asks, what project are you going to be working on next? And what did I do for that Klondike bar? Well, I killed a man. I'm just kidding, I didn't kill a man. But I just went to the freezer and I pulled out a Klondike bar. The project that I'm kind of working on right now is kind of like a Mega Man-esque. If anybody's been following me on Facebook, I've been posting a few pictures on the TCG Creators homepage, and I'm trying to make like a Mega Man game. Kind of oddly enough, I really love Mega Man. I love the whole aspect of 8 crazy bosses that are the paper, scissors, rocks version, so you got that weakness and that strength, and I always really kind of liked that idea. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And then Cody Shrun, I believe this is the last question. So he asks, what gave you the idea to start TCG News, and what is your favorite card game that you've made so far? Well, the idea for TCG News actually kind of sprung from, I think, Kiwi. I think he mentioned me on one of his videos, and I thought it was pretty cool to be, you know, given a shout out to. And right after that point, I thought to myself, that would be awesome if I can possibly do the same for other creators out there and kind of give them the, you know, the attention that they kind of deserve. So I figured, you know what, nobody else is making a newscast for TCG creators out there, and it just kind of came to me, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can make a news show for TCG designers and artists, much like you guys yourselves. And that's pretty much where I'm at with that. Alright, and then my favorite card game I've made so far, I'd probably have to say DreamScape, because it's so cool seeing all these different arts. Like, I mean, I've got, I don't know where I put it, but I got like a binder of most of the cards in there, and it's really cool to like go through the cards and look at all the different artwork and stuff like that. It really is really reminiscent of Pokemon, because everything's different. There's nothing. It's like I gotta collect them all. I gotta catch them all kind of style. And every time I look through them, it's just so awesome. Kind of like looking at all the different art and all the different abilities and the crazy names that some of you guys come up with. So pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty much all I've got for that. So as promised, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do want to throw in all the cards for DreamScape that I've gotten so far. If you have any problems or questions or about anything of the cards, or if I spelled your name wrong or anything like that, make sure to leave a comment down below. Also, which one's your favorite so far? Out of all the different kinds and types and stuff like that, which card is your favorite? And then also, if you guys like what you guys see, what is your favorite type? What is it, the comedy type, which is always the funny kind of weird ones, or like the horror type, which is that spooky, airy one, or maybe is it me kicking the table that moves to the computer? Which one's your favorite? That'd be great to kind of see what you guys think down below. And as always, please subscribe. It helps me, which in return helps you guys. And then lastly, if you like these videos, please hit that thumbs up. It helps me out big and greatly. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I apologize for this double feature of videos out today, but I thought I'd give you guys something back. And you know, it's the weekend. I don't have a lot going on, so you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.